What's going on, family? What's going on, family? What's going on, family? Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hold on 1 second. Hold on one doggone second. So, first thing I want to do is just give thanks to God for another day. Opening the door, making things happen, still waking us up. That's one of the things that a lot of people be forgetting, just to give thanks. Soon as you able to wake up, when you transition in that dream world and you able to snap back from that dream world and pop your eyes open and wake up, that be the time that you want to give thanks to God the most. You know what I'm saying? That you woke up for another day. You know what I mean? Once again, things to be thankful for. You had a roof over your head. These type of things you should be thankful for. You got food that you could put in your stomach. Them the type of things to be thankful for. You got something to drink. You know what I mean? Just the necessities. You know what I'm saying? Because the things around you is going to build up all type of different levels. It's always going to be something that the system is just going to project that you could chase. Meaningless things. You know what I'm saying? Like some people be hoarders. Like hoarders be like the people that be having all type of just junk outside of their house, just junk everywhere, just collecting things. That's how the system wants you to have that type of mindset, just to be collecting things that ain't really giving you no value, things that really, you can't really do nothing with it. It's just for show. You know what I'm saying? You got to be thankful for God and receive the things that's for show. Not for show, but for things that you can use. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing with information that we fill ourselves with. You know what I'm saying? How is that information helping you? It's like when you go all the way back to kindergarten to 12th grade. You know what I'm saying? From kindergarten up to like 5th grade, those be like the truths that you kind of do need to apply. Learning language, learning how to write, learning how to count. Learning the basic studies of science and, what science is about, you know what I mean? How they observe things and test it and then make it a fact. You know what I'm saying? Doing all type of experiments. But once it starts getting higher and higher in the education, you start seeing all those things that you learn, you can't even apply that to your everyday life. You can't even apply that to your everyday life. All that algebra and all that stuff, all that history that you learn, you can't get no beneficial by applying that to your everyday life. It's just information that you can't put to use. It's just that hoarder data. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to be people of hoarder data, just collecting all this useless information. You know what I'm saying? You got to be thankful to God for the things that he give you that you could use, that you could apply. See, people just want to be like hoarders. They just want to collect things. They just want to have things to say that I did this, I did that, I got this achievement, look what I got. But if you ain't applying that, like what's the point of having master degrees, bachelor's degrees, associate's degrees, PhDs, if you ain't putting that to use? What's the purpose of having a business license if you ain't got no business? What's the purpose of having a license? You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? Things like that. You know what I mean? Eventually, I got my license, so you know what I'm saying? I'm eventually going to, get on the road with it. I'm still on the moped with it. But I plan on putting it to use at its proper timing. But the thing about it, a lot of people just like to say they got things and they putting it to use. You know what I mean? Many people work out and stuff like that, get their body in tip-top shape, you know what I'm saying? Be on Brawley out here, you know what I mean? Like Dragon Ball Z, they be on Brawley out here, you know what I'm saying? And they ain't even putting that to use. No gain from that, you know what I'm saying? Actually, their health is kind of even declining, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? It's like, whoa, you get used to that. People see that you working out. People see that you built up like that. You can put that to use. You can make that, your whole body could be a testament. It could be a business. You know what I'm saying? You could pass out flyers. People could look at you and be like, you the walking business. Okay, okay. I can show you how to get your body in tip-top shape. The diet you need to get on, the workouts that you need to concentrate on. You know what I'm saying? What type of workouts really build muscle mass? Because there's so many different body types and body figures, but there's ways there's workouts and diets and ways that you can burn off some of that fat to give that defined definition. You know what I'm saying? You might not get the definition of some people because they body structured differently. But you can burn off to have a definition type body and structure and the cardio and things like that and endurance. You know what I'm saying? People like that, they could start up their own little class on the internet. You know what I'm saying? They can have personal businesses and clients. You know what I mean? Just talking to people. You know what I'm saying? Just talking to people. I'll probably go in the gym. You know what I'm saying? Be like, hey man, I ain't trying to tell you what to do or whatnot. You seem like a pretty cool person, whoa. But you know what I'm saying? I could get you in tip-top shape. You know what I'm saying? And then they look at you and be like, oh, he ain't lying. He in tip-top shape. So boom, then you start up a class like that. It's easy. You could be just a walking business. You know what I'm saying? But it's like when you have that gain and you just have it just to show it off. You know what I mean? You ain't got nothing to show for it. You just showing it. That's it. You ain't putting it to use. People just, okay, that's nice, but you ain't put the thing about it right now, 2K25, the knowledge that you learn, the things that you do, you just want to kind of put it to use. Like the knowledge that I learned about God and stuff like that, I put it to use to try to shed encouragement to people out here. You know what I'm saying? So persecuted by the program that they don't think there's a God. Or you know what I'm saying? A lot of contamination been going on with these religions. So a lot of people steer away from God because of how the religious systems is set up and how so many people want control. You know what I mean? And things like that. So it's not about being like in control. It's about submitting yourself to God. And just respecting the people that know more and that's more spiritually mature and respecting them and having discernment to know, you know what I mean, which spiritually mature people you should open yourselves up to the knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Because some people can steer you wrong. Like they mean good, but they've been probably taught wrong. You know what I'm saying? Just been a chain of poisonous, venomous teachings and stuff like that. That's actually separating people from God. You know what I'm saying? You got to have your discernment. But you best believe that there is an almighty God out there. You got to believe that. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no jokes about that. You know, God is there. God is the all-knowing, the all-powerful. He's everywhere at one time. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing that no human being can hide from God. There's nothing that you can hide from God. God sees all. You know what I'm saying? God sees everyone's heart. You know what I mean? God got like that X-ray vision. Like, you know how Superman had that X-ray vision? He can see right through people's material clothes. He can see right through their body, see their heartbeat, boom, 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 boom. That's like God. But now we ain't talking about the physical heart. We talking about the spiritual heart. You know what I'm saying? What's your intentions? What's your essence? What's your nature? You know, things like that. Is your heart got polka dots in it, a little darkness in it? You know what I'm saying? Is your heart purifying certain things? Because people get out here and they just want to accomplish a bunch of things, but they ain't putting it to use. They just want to obtain a bunch of things like hoarders, and they ain't putting it to use. You know what I'm saying? And then certain people wonder why they steer away, you know, people. Because once you accomplish all these things, people tend to get very prideful. Oh, no, I'm good. Got some fries right there. Appreciate it, though. People tend to get very prideful. You know what I'm saying? They feeling themselves too much. And they wonder why. Like, okay, why the program is always having, you know, why the women's ain't coming to me? Why I ain't attracting this and that? You know what I'm saying? It's the pride, it's the mannerism behind it. You're pushing it away. It's not saying that the women aren't attracted to you, because they are attracted to you, but women can get intimidated. And then once they see something they're attracted to in the way that you're carrying yourself, they get intimidated by that. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Because probably their past experience when they was naive and stuff like that, and then got hooked up on somebody attractive and things like that, they did them wrong. Rah! They did them wrong. They did them all kind of ways. So it's like a defense mechanism. It's not saying that they don't see you as an eye candy too, that you putting your work in. They don't see you as an eye candy. But now in 2025, it's a lot of reverse psychology going on, especially in this program. It's a lot of reverse psychology going on. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the dude that made that comment on Gangs talking about a numbers video, recent videos. You know what I'm saying? That was real. That's real spill right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, the program monitors everything we do, sees everything we do. And the thing about it is, if you constantly working out or you constantly looking at stuff like about, women and you know what I'm saying? They not gonna give you that. They gonna give you the opposite of what you're trying to, like what you're trying to aim for, like what you research, what you talk about. You know what I'm saying? So let's say you all of a sudden you saying that you want to be celibate, or you saying that you want to practice semen retention and things like that. That's when they're gonna bring out the eye candy. That's when they're gonna start bringing out, different women and stuff like that, because it's just reverse psychology. And that's the certain type of mindset that certain females have too, is reverse psychology. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Usually the people that they're attracted to a lot, they play these games with them. You know what I'm saying? And the people that they not really attracted to, they be kind of, they feel safe. You know what I'm saying? They feel more safer around, especially the person ain't like a creep or something. They feel more safe. You know what I'm saying? But when guys be all chiseled out or all got all these accomplishments and things like that, yeah, you might be able to attract, certain women that just trying to get money and stuff like that. But for certain, high vibrational women and things like that, you're going to kind of steer them away. It's not that they not attracted to you. It's that they ain't trying to get shamed out here. Certain women don't want to be perceived as no slut or no pass around, or, you know what I'm saying? When you go around tell your buddies that, yeah, I slam dunked that the other day. You know what I'm saying? Stuff, they ain't trying to go for that. You know what I mean? It's the 2K25 is about reverse psychology. You know what I mean? I don't have to do no reverse psychology. You know what I'm saying? I thank God for that. You know what I'm saying? But I know back, before I found my wife and stuff like that, like I wasn't even planning on, like, just trying to meet up, with a few. I mean, if I do, hey, it is what it is. But you know what I'm saying? Even in the yoga classes, like, I kind of ventured off from the Bible a little bit, was going into the yoga classes and stuff like that, and met up with a female from there. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was like an event where, majority of, women go to, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes things like that, you go to an event where, are some type of class or some type of session where, there's a lot of women there, and, you know what I'm saying? One of them will, boom, link up with you. You know what I mean? It's a lot of ways to get around this program. Even when the program was densed on me, you know what I'm saying? It's loopholes and ways, but the modern way that we learn, I guess, in school and stuff like that, is like, look a certain type of way, carry a certain type of, a lot of people are doing that nowadays. So to a certain women, you just like all the other guys. They look at you, they already know what you want. Oh, you just trying to get some booty. That's it. You know what I'm saying? And that automatically just pushed them away. They don't see you as nothing that's long lasting. They don't see it as something that maintain. They just see it like a little quickie. And sometimes people do get lucky when they get the quickies. But how do they get lucky? Usually the females be under influence. You know what I'm saying? Because when the women, when they be on that drink, you know what I'm saying? They can't hide. Some of the women, they can't hide. They can't do all that reverse psychology stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? They fall into their lust. And that's what makes it easier when people go out to these bars, or women be under the influence. It makes it easier. But when women are sober, oh, they got their guard up. Oh, they got their guard up. So it's just like they reverse psychology is on point. And it be making a lot of dudes scratch their head. You know what I'm saying? But it's not the fact that the females are not attracted to you. You know what I'm saying? They're just not trying to be let down. So it's a certain type of reverse psychology go about it. You know what I mean? And just, you know what I mean, following the guidelines of the Bible is going to attract you high vibrational things. But usually people get into the Bible, they get extremely into the Bible. You know what I'm saying? And they push away their blessings and stuff like that. And when I say push away your blessings, I don't mean just try to sleep with every woman you encounter, but don't try to block them off. You know, talk to them. You know what I'm saying? Get the number. Talk to them. You know what I mean? Sometimes you ain't got to be always heavily minded. You know what I mean? Because I remember at one point I was heavily minded and I was blocking a lot of my blessings. You know what I'm saying? And things like that. But sometimes rejection could be God's protection at the same time too. You know what I mean? So it's just, and 2K25 is just the information that you absorb. If you can't put that to use, if you can't apply it, then you just a spiritual hoarder out here. Like a hoarder, you just got it, and ain't, you know, it's just junk. Ain't nothing you could do with it. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people now are becoming hoarders. They got all this knowledge. They got the looks. They got all this material stuff, but they ain't got they can't apply it. They can't put it really to use. You know what I'm saying? So at 2K25, you know what I mean? It's about putting things to use. And the best way to put things to use is learning about God, having God in your heart, and applying that knowledge that you learn from God. Sometimes it's good that, you know, have fun, you know what I'm saying, and things like that, but you got to be real with yourself. Are you looking for something long term? Are you just looking for, a little quick little boom, boom, boom? You know what I'm saying? Because if you're looking for a quick little boom, 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 then you need to be finding women that's under that influence, that make it easier. Or if your game is sharp enough, you need to go to some of these events where the women are at and boom, boom, boom. Because majority of the places with the program, they're going to just fill up with a whole bunch of dudes. But there's certain places they can't fill up with a whole bunch of, dudes. It's going to be inevitable. And even though you look a certain type of way, you can't be super prideful. You gotta leave an opening so that she could feel kind of secure too. You know what I'm saying? Oh, there's something different about this dude. It's reverse psychology. And with that being said, family, y'all hold y'all head. Peace.